Let's do some more roll for sandwich before we go to bed. What's up, gamers? Should that be my new intro?
Light the bologna beacons. It's time
What's
for
up,
Roll
gamers?
for Sandwich, the series
I
where I
have
let fate
never
decide
in
my
my
lunch.
life.
Let's go. Today I'm going to be
Ugh.
using these gold color dice that I bought at the Guild Hall in Killarney, Ireland during my recent meet and greet. Let's hope they're lucky. Let's get started with our roll for bread. 5 pretzel bun. Love me a good pretzel bun.
Another
Seems
pretzel
like
bun.
the dice are lucky so far. Let's go ahead and get it sliced in half here. And there we go. Starting off okay. Let's roll for main. 6 spam. I've got the maple flavored spam. It's one of my favorite flavors of spam. In general, I'm not a big fan of maple flavored things, but this is really nice. It's got a slight sweetness
I've
that
never
offsets the
had
saltiness
spam
of the
before.
spam. Now that we've got it sliced, we're gonna lay it out in the pan. Obviously, I don't
really
need
know
this
how I
much
feel about it.
spam for a sandwich, but if we're gonna cook a couple slices, we might as well cook the whole thing up. And now we'll get a couple of our slices out here on our pretzel bun, and that looks pretty good.
Okay.
Let's roll for cheese. 1 cottage.
Ugh.
All right, maybe I spoke too soon about the dice. I've got some
It's
small
so good
curd
when it's
cottage
cooked.
cheese here, which is
Okay.
probably the best form of cottage
Well, he did cook
cheese
it.
for a sandwich if we're gonna do that. I think large curd would be runnier and fall off a lot easier, so this will be kind of like a little bit of a chunky cream cheese. Let's roll for some roughage.
I mean, he has the thicker
4
one this
lettuce
time,
and
so
9 pickles. All right, well, lettuce is a fine addition here. It's not gonna do a whole lot, but the pickles.
lettuce and pickles is probably
hold
fine.
on, sir. Sir, I rolled pickles, not cake.
Yo,
Anyway, the pickles will be nice, adding some
Yo!
acid that'll cut through.
Why the pickle jar like that?
Sir,
Why it like that? Can I even show that on Twitch?
sir, I rolled pickles, not cake. Anyway, the pickles will be nice, adding some acid
Yo,
that'll
cover that
cut
up.
through the richness of the cottage cheese and some crunch. And these happen to be garlic dill pickles, so we get that little bonus of garlic flavor. Not a bad roll. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll.
pickle.
19, Hot Grill Summer. The Hot Grill Summer roll is back, which means we're going to be wrapping this in tinfoil and throwing it on the grill. But first, last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 2, ketchup. While we can confirm the dice aren't lucky, let's get our... Hold on. That kind of looks like a pretzel. I unintentionally made a ketchup pretzel on our pretzel bun. Let's get our sandwich closed up here.
Okay.
And let's wrap it in tin foil, or aluminum foil if you'd rather, or aluminium.
So we already cooked the spam. So what we're doing now is, listen, cooking the pretzel bun sounds pretty good. But we're also cooking lettuce and cottage cheese and ketchup.
Foil if you're British. Whatever you call it, we're gonna wrap this up and get it on the grill. Here we go. My grill's preheated and we're gonna get this on here and let it go for about 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Let's see how it is. Last time we rolled the grill, I overcooked it, so hopefully that wasn't too long. All right, let's get it unwrapped here. Hot. Oh, hot. Okay. There we go. And
I mean,
slowly out. Hot, hot. Okay. Let's get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross-section.
that actually doesn't look too bad.
Looks halfway decent. Well, at least we rolled one that could hold up to getting grilled this time. Last time it completely turned to mush. Still somehow made the cookbook, though. Let's taste this one.
Oh, yeah. Jake has his own cookbook. It's just a bunch of the sandwiches that he's had on the channel. Like, the good and the bad ones, I think.
You know, I wasn't sure how cottage cheese was going to hold up to being grilled, but it honestly didn't end up that bad. Warm lettuce isn't ideal, but I honestly didn't cook it long enough for the lettuce to get all wilty, so the pretzel bun got nice and soft, but a little crispier on the bottom. Aside from the ketchup, it's not terrible. And honestly, with the maple-flavored spam, the ketchup kind of works. There's already sweetness there, what's a little more? Those pickles are pretty good, but not as crispy as I would like them to be.
Hey,
Heating it up
know,
helps
like
the
on my
flavors
video.
kind of
Look at
meld
that.
together. There's less separation than there would have been normal.
Yeah, go like and follow my TikTok. It's Valhalla Orthodox over there. 4.2. I'm not gonna switch it to the right side again. I know I'm like blocking the view, but you know what? I will move over to the right while I decide. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm good. Okay. I thought I was moving my, like, entire screen. Woo! Okay. Hold on. I think I go, like, right there, right? Yeah, we'll just move it right across. Okay. I want to be precise here. Okay. 5.1.
I'm actually quite surprised, especially with how the cottage cheese ended up. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. You heat up ricotta in like a stuffed manicotti or something. Not terrible. Not terrible. Well, glad to see the grill roll somewhat succeed this year. Maybe we'll get a chance to try it again before the end of the summer. I'm going to give this one a 6.3.
No,
I'm going to call
wow.
it foiled again. Thanks for...
He gave a ketchup sandwich 6.3. No. Wow.
Hello, adventurers. Unleash the ham hounds. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Saws. Saws makes high-quality, small-batch pasta sauce that's sure to delight your taste buds. They sent me some of their flavors to try out, including wild rosemary marinara, hot honey marinara, cracked pepper and parmesan, creamy Calabrian vodka, summer lemon marinara, and miso garlic marinara. We're going to let the dice decide which one of these sauces we try on our sandwich today. And you can try them for yourself using the link in my bio or by visiting getsaws.com. Let's get it started with our roll for bread. 6 rye. Got some seeded rye bread here. I know some people don't like caraway seeds, but I'm a fan of them. And for the first time this season, we're going to use the toast bread cantrip to toast our bread. Not a bad start if I do say so myself. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 12, butter the bread and re-roll. All right, so we're having a sandwich on buttered rye toast today. That's my go-to diner breakfast toast selection. All right, let's re-roll for our main. 6, gyro meat. These Trader Joe's gyro slices are pretty decent, especially since I don't own a gyro meat roasting spit. These seasoned strips of beef and lamb come pre-cooked and just need to be warmed up and given a little char in a pan. We've actually had these gyro meat strips on the show before, but it was all the way back in season 1. Excited to give them a shot with a new combination. Let's roll for some cheese. 5, lemon bliss. Lemon bliss is a creamy New York State cheddar cheese with the addition of lemon shandy flavor. It definitely has a very lemony flavor initially, and then finishes with a little bit of that beer. It'll be interesting to see how it pairs. Let's roll up some roughage. Double twos. Double pickled baby corn. Baby corn. This place has got everything. Well, pickled baby corn has a little bit of an unexpected twist for this particular sandwich. It should be fine, but double is definitely going to be too much, I think. Still, there's much worse things we could have rolled. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 3, ghost pepper powder.
This just got much worse.
Sad to say there were worse things we could have rolled. I'm going to try to have a light touch here, but any amount of this is going to make this sandwich unpleasantly spicy. And finally, our last roll, it's the D6 Saws roll. 2, hot honey marinara.
Yes! Wait, it's still spicy.
Marinara.
It's just
the hot honey marinara from Saws actually has a decent
more
kick to
spicy.
It. Not that we needed more spice on this particular sandwich, but it also has a nice sweetness from the honey that helps cut the spice. I can't help but feel like the dice are picking on me though a little bit after that ghost pepper roll. But the dice make the rules, and today they clamor for spice.
I know we got the sponsor, but
let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. Okay. Well, I already know this one's going to be painful, but hopefully it still tastes okay. Only one way to find out. Okay, let's give it a taste. Well, unfortunately, the thing that I taste the most of right away is that baby corn, and then it just starts getting really hot. That pasta sauce is nice, and I look forward to enjoying it on some pasta and not on a double sandwich. This is definitely one of the spicier sandwiches that's been on the show. It's no the bomb, but this is definitely a large amount of concentrated ghost pepper heat. And unfortunately, not much on this sandwich is helping with that.
3.7.
Maybe the butter and cheese a little bit, but man. Well, thankfully, even when it's a bad sandwich, it's
That's an awful screenshot to pause on. Hold on.
Still just a sandwich.
Okay, that's better. Yeah. 2.4.
And something that we can get through. Tomorrow is a new day, a new sandwich. As far as the score goes, for this one, I think I'm going to go with a 2. And for a name, I'm going to go with a classic from my youth, the Burninator. Here, Earl, have a snack.
Yep. Good mimic.
Good mimic. Well, that's it for today's episode of...
I was close.
Hello, adventurers. Convene the Charcuterie Council. We'll
do 2 more episodes after this in the lunch
series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today, I'm going to be using these Gen Con 2019 dice that were sent in by a viewer. Thanks. And speaking of Gen Con, I'm going to be there. There's going to be a live roll for sandwich on Saturday night. And for those who can't make the live show, there's going to be a book signing earlier in the day on Saturday. Hope to see you at one or both. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 3, tortilla. Another wrap.
Making a wrap.
All right, well, I'm definitely getting my wrap rolling practice. Next up, let's roll for main. 11, roll 2. All right. Here we go, rolling for 2 mains. 2 ham and cheese loaf and 7 deli chicken.
What?
Ham and cheese loaf is a testament to man's hubris.
Why? Why? We need to stop combining things. Just well, my parents like that. Yeah, well, okay, I don't like whichever one of your parents like that. We stop putting things in other things. We've gone too far.
What if bologna and processed American cheese occupied the same space, like molecularly? They were too busy asking if it could be done. They didn't stop to consider if it should be done.
It shouldn't.
Well, it has, and it looks like this.
That's
goody.
Awful.
I
did not need to know that existed.
Should go fine with bologna and cheese.
Please cover that
Not
up.
starting out bad, just...
I like bologna. Or ham. I like ham. And I like cheese. But not in the same atomic structure.
Starting out rather humble. Let's roll for some cheese.
Bologna's good.
4, coconut. Coconut cheese is a cow's milk Gouda made with coconut cream. It's a nutty tasting Gouda with a slight sweetness, and it's pretty good. I'm a fan of coconut flavor myself, but if you weren't, I still don't think you would mind this cheese. It's not incredibly coconut forward. Let's roll up some roughage. 6 bell pepper and 9 pickles. Nice. I've got an orange bell pepper today. The pepper should be a nice addition to this one. It'll add a nice crunch and some sweetness.
Chat, I saw something that absolutely changed my worldview the other day. This was a while ago. Fucking bell peppers, right? They come in 4 different colors. There's the green ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones, and the red ones. I just thought they were all different peppers. Apparently... Wait. I didn't turn my gain back up. Apparently, they're all the same pepper. Just at different stages of ripeness. Is that true? Because... Hold on. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it's just the red and the green ones that are slightly related. The orange and the yellow ones. But they all have the potential to come from a green pepper, so it's right and it's wrong. I hate that.
Hello, adventurers. Unleash the ham hounds. It's time for Roll for Sand.
It went backwards.
Car in a pan. We've actually had these Euro meat strips on the show before, but
I went back an episode.
Hello, adventurers. Convene.
I think I went back an episode.
Not starting out bad, just starting out rather humble. Let's roll for some cheese.
Okay, we're back where we were.
4, coconut. Coco's coconut cheese is a cow's milk Gouda made with coconut cream.
Kind of.
It's a nutty tasting Gouda with a slight sweetness.
The coconut
It's pretty
cheese
good.
sounds...
I'm a fan of coconut flavor myself, but if you weren't, I still don't think you would mind
good.
this
Like,
cheese.
I
It's
tried.
not incredibly coconut forward. Let's roll up some roughage. 6 bell pepper and 9 pickles. Nice. I've got an orange bell pepper today. The pepper should be a nice addition to this one. It'll add a nice crunch and some sweetness, which should play well with the coconut cheese and the fatty ham. Its sweet, almost fruity flavor will also be nice with the poultry. Not a bad roll.
I like a good bell pepper.
Well, I appreciate that you put on clothes this time. These garlic dill pickles will add a little bit of acid to our sandwich, which we have been missing up until this point, which will help to combat the
You probably
richness
had to
of
do
the
that for like
meat and
TikTok
cheese.
guidelines or
Let's
something.
get wild with the wild magic roll. 18 pickle spritz. I guess those shorts weren't lying. We're gonna add some extra pickle juice to our wrap.
Really?
And there we go. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 13 Coronation Mayo. This is a flavor of mayo that I got on my recent trip to Ireland. It's got mango and curry in it. It's based on the sauce for Coronation Chicken, which is basically a chicken salad with a tangy curry-based sauce that was first
I don't like
created for
mayo,
the
but this
Coronation Luncheon
sounds
of Queen Elizabeth
all
II.
right.
Now I've just got to do my best to wrap this up here. Oh, I got Coronation Mayo on my fingers. All right, well, doing the best we can. Let's get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section.
I can't expect him to wrap
All
it
right.
good. It's roll for sandwich, not roll for
nothing
wrap.
incredibly scary in this one, but it definitely loses points for drippiness.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and give it a taste. You know, as much as that ham and cheese loaf is troubling to look at, its taste is pretty innocuous. This actually ended up being a decent combination. That Coronation Mayo is really nice. And the mango and curry mingling with the sweet bell pepper and the coconut cheese is a great melding of flavors. The chicken and processed ham just kind of add a base level of
8.4.
savoriness. The pickles, adding the garlic flavor and a little bite of acid, was definitely needed and added a little bit more complexity, but we didn't really need extra pickle juice, and that kind of just made things soggier. But the fact that it was in a wrap kept it from getting too soggy. So yeah, we started a little
6.9.
wild and weird today with a double main, but ended up sticking the landing, I think. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 7.4. And I'm going to call it Wheezin' the Juice. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again right here next time on Roll for Sandwich. Hello,
Okay.
I got a new shirt. It's got... Hello, adventurers. Hoist the Mortadella mainsails. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these Gen Con 2018 dice that were sent in by a viewer. Thanks. Speaking of Gen Con, I will be hosting a live Roll for Sandwich Saturday night with guests Haley Whipjack and Diana Faye. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you can make it out. And earlier
Oh my
in the day on
god,
Saturday,
wait. Yo. His name is so close to my first and middle. If you took out this W and the E, that's literally my first and my middle name. Yo. Roll for Sandwich. Please collab with me. Please.
Saturday we'll be having a book signing where you'll have a chance to meet me and get my cookbook early and get it signed. Come on down. I'd love to meet you. All right, let's kick things off with our roll for bread. 4, onion roll. Got a nice soft onion roll here, which will be a nice change of pace. Oh, we're losing some of the onions. That's okay. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 2, ham and cheese loaf. Apparently, the ham and cheese loaf was not happy to be sharing the spotlight in our wrap last time, so it's decided it needs an encore of its own. I will mention again that this stuff tastes perfectly fine. I just wish it didn't look like this, like slices of Mr. Blobby. Next up, let's roll for, I guess, more cheese. 6, nightshade. This tulip tree nightshade is a semi-firm cheese that
we finished the obligatory body cam Arizona.
Tastes like a combination of Gouda and cheddar. It's nice and savory and a bit nutty with a sharp cheddar-like finish. Should go just fine with what we've rolled so far. Starting out pretty okay today. Hopefully, our luck continues. Let's roll up some roughage. 7 fresh dill, and 11 none. This dill comes straight from my garden and should be a fine addition to this sandwich. Personally, dill is one of my favorite herbs, so I'm feeling this one so far.
It's a lot
Let's
of dill.
get wild with the wild magic roll. 8 toasted marshmallow. Well, this is a summer-themed topping if I ever saw one, though I'm not sure it was exactly what was needed for this sandwich. I don't have any of the regular campfire-sized marshmallows, so these mini marshmallows will have to do. And we're gonna torch them here to get them nice and toasty. We've used our torch on the show a couple times here, but I think this is the first time we've had something actively on fire on set. Don't worry, folks, I am a trained sandwich professional. Crisis averted.
Oh my
and
God.
last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll.
Granted,
Here we go.
I do like a burnt
11,
marshmallow.
habanero horseradish mustard. This habanero horseradish mustard comes from the National Mustard Museum, and it's pretty potent stuff.
Does a
With the
National Mustard
marshmallow and
Museum?
now this, I fear we have veered into a less than appetizing direction. There's always a chance, though, that the sandwich is more than the sum of its parts. Either way,
Yeah.
we'll find out soon. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here.
I want to go. maybe we'll
Get
do
our
a,
toothpicks in to hold
maybe
it
we'll
together.
do like a
and
little
let's get it
vlog
cut in
thing
half.
and we'll go. I feel like that onion
And
roll would
let's
have been
take
better
a look at that
toasted.
cross section. It's okay. Well, that definitely went sideways there at the end.
I have
It was
very
looking
low
halfway
hopes for this
decent for a
sandwich.
while. But hey, at least it doesn't have ketchup on it. Only one thing left to do. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And unfortunately, most of the flavors are at odds with each other. The cheese and meat work fine, but they're the least pronounced flavors in the whole thing. That mustard is strong and spicy, but it's really thrown off by the marshmallow. The texture of the marshmallow, being melty like that, is kind of nice in a way, but also off-putting in
I feel like
another
the
way.
marshmallow's
I could
not
see
doing it.
being really good on a peanut butter jelly, though. Yeah, this one just ended up being
'cause it's just
really
fluff.
random, and not one that stands out as being obscenely terrible, but it's not good either. Still,
Ratings. Rate it, chat. What are we thinking? $5.3. See, whenever he says that a sandwich is just kind of meh, he never actually does like a middle of the road. It's so I'm 3.7.
for a Monday, I'll take not great over Eldritch Abomination. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4.6. And I'm going to call it the Sless.
You were closer.
Thanks so much
I
for
think.
hanging out
Yeah,
with me
you're
today. I
closer.
hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time. Hello, adventurers. Form
Last
Raclette
one.
ranks. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by
Hey,
Pizza
Deeds and Watson's sponsor,
They've
all right.
provided all the meats, cheeses, and some other goodies for today's episode. Let's see what kind of sandwich we can make with them. Let's get it started with our roll for bread. 6 rye. We got a couple slices of seeded rye bread, which is one of my favorites. We're going to go ahead today and use
Still
our
think
toast bread
marble rye
canter
is
to get our
better.
rye bread nice and toasty. And there we go, a fine base for our sandwich. Next up, let's roll for main. 6 Asiago and spinach chicken sausage. I've had these sausages several times in the past, and I really like them. They come pre-cooked, but we're going to get them in the pan here so we can get a little char on them, get them warmed up, and get the cheese inside melted. Now that that's done, in order to keep them on our sandwich a little bit better, we're going to butterfly them. There's that melty Asiago cheese goodness. I guess we've kind of been on a streak lately of having a main that has a cheese included already. Not that I'm complaining. I like cheese. You can never have too much cheese. Let's roll for more cheese. 5 Champagne Cheddar. Dietz & Watson's Champagne Cheddar cheese is a New York State cheddar infused with the flavor of champagne. Wine and cheese is a classic pairing, and this cheese really exemplifies why. It's smooth, creamy, and savory, and you can taste the grapes. And the little bit of acid and sweetness you get from that grape flavor works really well. Definitely digging this so
Some of the
far.
cheese might melt a little bit
Let's
too.
roll
because
up some
sausages are
roughage.
warm.
4 lettuce and 10 tomatoes. Lettuce
Oh.
and tomato is the most basic and most classic combination.
That's
of
probably
roughage for
the
a
best
sandwich,
case scenario
and that's because
here.
it just works. You get some nice texture and crunch and some structural support from the lettuce and moisture and a bit of acid.
Should I try tomatoes again? I don't know. I'll think about it.
From the tomatoes. Fresh
I
tomatoes
might have
are
to
always
for, like, the
improved
cooking
by a
stream.
little salt and pepper, so we're going to use our summon salt and pepper cantrip to add some. First, a nice healthy sprinkle of kosher salt. and then some freshly ground black pepper.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't think
Looking
it's
good coming into the
it.
home stretch. Let's get wild with the Wild Magic Roll. 16 all-dressed chips. All dressed is a flavor of potato chip popular in Canada. It is a combination of 4 different chip flavors, including barbecue, salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion, and yes, ketchup. Luckily for me, they don't really taste like ketchup to me. Mostly like a tangy barbecue sauce with a vinegar finish. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 13 Coronation Mayo. This mango and curry-infused mayo, inspired by the dish Coronation Chicken, is back. And honestly, I think it threads the needle perfectly here. It should play nicely with the tangy
it might
notes
actually be a really good sauce on the sandwich.
And the cheese. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half.
This might be a pretty good sandwich.
And let's take a look at that cross-section. Looks
That actually does look really good.
I know some of these sponsored episodes are a little bit lower stakes, but this one went exceedingly well. And I, for one, am excited for a good lunch. Let's taste it. Yeah, that's pretty bomb. The sausages on the sandwich are a little bit unwieldy, but they taste great. The cheese, the sauce, and the chips all play together in a nice combination of tangy and sweet flavors. The toasted rye bread holds up well against getting soggy, and the chips really elevate it, adding that crunchy element. This is easily...
Ratings. I'm going to do a 9.3.
The best sandwich we've had so far this season, and I will very happily give it a 9.8.
Ooh! Almost a 10.
And I'm going to call it the Royal Canadian.
Damn, that was better than the steak and cheese one?
Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time on Roll for Sandwich.
Yeah. Good stuff. We had a good stream today, chat. This was a good stream.